am here with James Franco and Travis Mathews, co-directors of Interior.Leather Bar. Tell me about the film that you guys co-directed together.
Well, there's a lot to say. It's an unusual film. At its core, it is a collaboration, not only behind the scenes, but our collaboration became part of, the material of the film. I also see it as an experiment, an exploration into something that was open-ended.
It's about sex. Let's get to the point of it.
Oh, okay.
Tell me about that. I mean, let's get to the crux.
Speaking about sex, and James and I are on the same page about wanting to use sex as a storytelling tool and use it for reasons that aren't necessarily about titillating people, but are about the service of the larger project.
Well, I know that the film is based on 40 minutes that were supposedly taken away from cruising. So if you could go into that and why you chose to kind of reframe that.
Cruising is a touchstone for us. We're not remaking Cruising. There supposedly are 40 minutes that were cut from Cruising. We've never seen it. If anybody's seen it, it's, I think, very few people. After the project sort of took flight, that was just the launching pad, and it sort of fell away.
So in a clip that we premiered on EW.com that was pretty salacious in terms of sounds you hear in the background, you're the observer. You're watching a scene being filmed and you're making this face. And, I'm curious about... Was there anything shocking that you saw when you filmed this?
It has to be this one section where this guy was being paddled, and it didn't seem like it was very hard. But I guess because it was going on for a while, his butt got really red. I mean, it was almost glowing, and so I was really surprised at how red it got.
So what bothers you about, portrayal of gay relationships and gay sex that you're trying to explore in your movie, that is more well-rounded?
I know in my life, I don't know who handed it down or who made me understand things this way, but there was this weird tacit line drawn around me that I always thought, or as a younger actor thought, I shouldn't cross. And maybe that even as a younger person, like there's certain things that I shouldn't talk about or do. And so if anything bothered me, it's the fact that there is that line, and why is that line there, and who told me it was there, because it's just an imaginary line.
And you've blown through this line. You also have a documentary, Kink, that you co-produced, and we're also going to talk about that. But I mean, how do you think mainstream audiences who see you in, upcoming Oz the Great and Powerful and past big budget movies you've been in, how will they interpret you doing this? It's a rebellious act in a way for an A-list actor.
Eisenstein, the great Russian filmmaker, had this theory of montage and about how film should be edited, and that if you juxtapose two different images, if it's done in the right way, the combination will create a third larger kind of meaning. And so what you're touching on is the fact that I do have a foot in this other world, and now I'm making this film that I guess is an independent film, is maybe experimental film, and in some ways is a million miles away from a mainstream Disney film. But I think that only makes it more powerful and interesting.